All right. Once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakwadash, a double and to the apostles and ears of great millstone. To all the Akiams worldwide, I want to say shalom be unto you. This is the word from the GMS Trinidad camp. Just bring on to quick edification through spirit and the power of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yeshai. Edification is entitled, Lean not on your own understanding. Lean not on your own understanding. From time to time in this truth, it's a journey that we are taking, journey of understanding. I say understanding goes back to what? The knowledge, the righteousness, the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High Hashem Yeshai. The teaching that Yahushai came down and do, to further clarify. And then, from time, we personally, we get caught up in our own understanding. And sometimes, the scriptures say, the way of a man seemeth right, but in the end, that's roughly paraphrasing. You have a man may say right, but in the eyes of the Most High of Hashem Yeshai, not right. And as well, the way in the eyes of men might seem wrong, but in the eyes of the Most High of Hashem Yeshai, it's right, So, we have to be careful on how we walk at times, on what we do, You always come back to one, always come back to zero and start back up. And coming back to zero is understanding. When you now came into this truth, the understanding that you had gotten, that spirit that came upon you. It's always good to start over sometimes. If you reach too far and you will have lost focus, don't lean on your own understanding. So I'll start off with Proverbs chapter 3. Start off at verse 1, go down to verse 6. It says, My son, forget not my law, but let thy heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them around thy neck, write them upon the tables of thy heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of power, Yahweh Hashem Yeshai and man. Because that's what we want. We want to have favor with the Most High Hashem Yeshai. And the only way we're going to get that favor is if we go with the understanding of the Most High Hashem Yeshai. To some it may seem not pleasing based on the information they receive. But to the righteous, it's something joyous to hear. Verse 5, Trust in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Verse 6, In all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. And sometimes he may direct your paths in a direction that, based on your own understanding, you're not really pleased in going down that road because you probably wanted something different. And sometimes it's good to trust in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai, whether it be good or bad. Because out of a bad situation, abundant blessing might come out of it. Whereas, out of a good situation, you might walk down the road and something terribly bad happen and you want to know, what's that? Like, I get trapped here, but why, But there's always a better thing to come out of a bad situation once the Most High Hashem Yeshai will lead you down that road, Trust in the Lord. Close your eyes and walk. So it's Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 6. Verse 26. It says, He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. And we know what walking wisely means. It goes back to, the verse 3 and 1 going down where it says to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Acknowledge that Yahweh Shai came and died. He goes on he rose again, and he's gonna come back again. Going back to Romans chapter 6. But overall, the scriptures say that the heart is extremely wicked, which goes back to your thoughts, your mind. So we know what the Most High Abashimishai, everything that proceeded out of his mouth is righteous, is good. It's there for edification, it's there for reproof. But at the end of the day, the devil can still come in your mind. These demons can still jump on you from time to time and start to talk to your mind little by little, and the voice start to get a little heavier. Especially when you start to lean more on your own understanding and not on the understanding of the Most High Abashimishai. You have to be careful with those things. Be careful about the voices that you entertain into your head. Ensure that the voice is a righteous voice. Colossians chapter 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever you do in words or deeds, do all in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai. Give thanks to power and the Father by him. And in everything we do, don't always wait until a good situation comes to give the Most High Shemeshai praise. Hey, praise him in the sun and the rain. Because if you think the rain is a hamburger thing to you, then you don't understand that the sun is a hamburger thing as well. Because whereas in one part of the world, the rain will cause great havoc and flood and death, on the other part of the world, without the rain, they still getting death through famine and not be able to eat. And then that same rain that caused havoc on one side, go on to the other side and cause a blessing. And whereas the sun, you might say you prefer the sun, and then certain parts of the world, the sun is causing great heat, stroke, causing the ground to be brittle and turn to dust. And whereas another part of the world, there is no sun and only rain, and it causes the destruction of crops. And then when the sun go over there, it shines on the crops and they get blessing. So in every situation, whether it be good or bad, give praise to the Most High Shemeshai. Because you could have something good and it could come out extremely bad, because at first it was just prematurely good. And then you could have something bad, and then eventually it turned good because it was just prematurely bad. You don't know. In every situation, let's give the Most High Shemeshai praise. He knows what he's about. He knows what he's doing. So Psalm chapter 37 and verse 4. It says, Delight thyself also in the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, and he shall give thee desires of thy heart. Delight in your way in the Lord, again, going back to the Lord's statutes and commandments, doing the Lord's will. Doing the works. Going out there and cursing out there as well. Shouting in the name of the Most High and giving praise. Delight yourself in the Lord. Verse 5, commit thy way unto the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as noonday. Verse 7, rest in the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because the man bringing wicked devices to pass, You don't worry about what's going on outside of your house with the Most High Yahweh Shemeshai and yourself. That's between them. They haven't, whoever wicked man prospering, he have his time to come. but ensure that your prosper, your downfall be, and the Most High Abba Shem Yeshai, and not always on this will. So, so I hope this was edifying to you, and I want to give all praises to the Most High Abba Shem Yeshai. I want to encourage the Akiams who will why they lean not unto your own understanding, but unto the understanding of the Most High Abba Shem Yeshai. A double honors be unto the apostles and the great millstone. So the Akiams will wide. A shalom to the elect. Shalom.